Hello, and welcome to this workout using lightweight resistance. I'm going to be using 2-pound weights. I recommend using something similar to that, not much heavier. And if you want to go lighter, you could even use soup cans. And I'm going to be showing several different options of how you can scale the exercises down or ramp them up for more challenge. So please listen to your body to find the best option for you. And for some of the exercises, it might be helpful to have a small hand towel both for knee padding and for back support. So if you can have that handy. And my hope is that by the end of this workout, you're going to leave feeling strong and energized, and you can take that feeling into the rest of your day. And so let's get started. We're going to start off lying down, connecting to our core, our breath, and to our alignment. Okay, so if you can come to lying down onto your mat, have your legs bent with your feet flat onto the floor, knees pointing straight up to the ceiling, hip distance apart. Just have your weights handy. And if you can start off in a neutral spine. And so neutral spine meaning that the pelvis is level, the hip bones and the pubic bone are level. And there's a small space in the lower back right behind the navel. It's not really big, just very tiny. And I want you to have the bottom ribs onto the mat. And sometimes the ribs can be flared up. So we're going to use the breath. We're going to breathe into the back of the ribs and really widen them like an accordion is opening, trying to imprint the ribs towards the mat. And as you breathe out, you're squeezing the bottom ribs together and down to try and keep that anchor at the same time as you're drawing the navel to the spine. Okay, so we're trying to make that adjustment through the rib cage and not by tilting the pelvis. We want to keep that neutral. Make sure your head, neck, and shoulders feel comfortable. You can always put a towel underneath your head or your neck if that feels better. And we'll get started. So take the weights into your hands. And as you breathe in, your arms are reaching up to the ceiling and back behind you slowly with control, just going to where it feels comfortable in your shoulders, and you're not letting your ribs flare. You're keeping them on the floor. And then exhaling as the arms come up to the ceiling and forward. And we'll continue. Inhaling as the arms go up to the ceiling and back behind you. Breathe into the back of the ribs, widen them like an accordion. Exhale, squeeze the ribs to close, draw the navel towards the spine, and bring the arms down. And 2 more. Inhaling, arms going up to the ceiling and back behind you with control and just getting a feel for how your shoulders are feeling today. Exhaling as they come up to the ceiling and down. If you feel any pinching in the shoulders, just make the movement smaller. Inhaling, coming up and back, keeping the ribs anchored into the mat. And exhaling, squeezing the ribs together and down, drawing the navel in. And we're going to turn this into a circle. Inhaling as the arms come up to the ceiling and back behind you with control. And exhaling as the arms circle out to the side and down. And again, breathing in as they come up to the ceiling and back behind you. And exhaling out to the side and down. And just continue getting a feel for how your shoulders are. You want the arms to feel like they're gliding in the shoulder socket with no pinching feeling at all. So make the motion smaller if you need. And we'll just do 1 more. Connecting into your breath, connecting into your focus, connecting into your body. Okay, finish with the arms down, and we'll breathe in to prepare. And as you breathe out, we'll tilt the pelvis, draw the navel in, and roll the hips up into a shoulder bridge. Okay, try to keep your head on straight, not looking at me if you can, so you can protect your neck. Inhale as the arms reach up to the ceiling and back behind you like you just did, keeping your core strong, not letting your ribs lift. And then exhale as you reach the arms away and sink the chest down, rolling down through the spine 1 vertebra at a time. And inhaling as the arms come back down to your sides. And again, exhale, tilt the pelvis, draw the navel in. We're squeezing the ribs in, peeling up to a straight line between your shoulders and your knees. Inhale as the arms go up to the ceiling and back. You're breathing into the back of the ribs, opening like an accordion. Exhale as you relax the chest, squeeze the ribs, sink the navel in, and peel down through upper back, middle back, lower back. And inhaling as the arms come up to the ceiling and back down to your sides. For 2 more, exhaling, tilting the pelvis, drawing the navel in, pressing into the feet, and lengthening your tailbone past your knees. Inhaling, arms come up to the ceiling and back behind you. Breath and movement really linked. And exhaling as you sink the chest, squeeze the ribs and the navel towards the spine, lengthen down. Inhaling as the arms come up and down. Exhaling, tilt the pelvis, peeling up, and we're going to hold at the top of this bridge. Okay, again, just making sure that you're in a straight line from shoulders to knees. The bottom ribs are drawn in, the navel is drawn in, so it should feel like you're in a plank position. Here, we're going to breathe in to prepare, and as you exhale, opposite arm and leg are stretching up to the ceiling, and inhaling as they lower, and we'll go side to side. Exhaling as opposite arm and leg stretch up, and inhaling as they lower with control. And just continue breathing out as they lift and breathing in as they lower, really connecting to your core. Breathing out as you squeeze your bottom ribs together and down, closing the accordion, and squeezing your navel towards your spine. You want to keep your pelvis really level and lifted. Okay, the tailbone is reaching past the knees. Okay, just doing one more to each side. And we're going to finish with your right leg up. And if you could hold that right leg up, and we're going to scissor the arms, inhaling for 1 and exhaling for 1. And just continue holding that leg up, breathing in as the arms scissor and breathing out as they change. Okay, we're keeping the hips lifted and level. We're really working your left hamstrings and your glutes and your core to keep the hips level. And the shoulders to move with control. Just doing one more of each with the arms. Inhaling for 1, exhaling for 1. Finish with the arms to the ceiling. Land your right foot down, bring your left leg up. Holding here, and we're going to circle the arms down on the exhale and out to the side and up on the inhale. And continue. Exhaling down, squeezing the navel towards the spine. Inhaling around and up. And continue, pressing your right foot into the floor, really firming up the hamstrings and the glutes for 2 more. Sinking your navel in deeply, holding everything steady for your last one. Finishing back up with arms to the ceiling, land the foot, and breathe out as you peel back down. Now we're going to keep the arms to the ceiling. And now I do want you to tilt the pelvis enough that your lower back is as close as possible to the floor, touching ideally. So the whole back is imprinted. So we're keeping the navel to the spine the whole time. Our core is tight. We're going to bring one leg up into the air bend. And as you breathe out, bring the other leg up to join it, really feeling your back stay flat, your navel stay drawn in. Breathe in, prepare. And now exhaling as opposite arm and leg extend away from each other. Breathing in as they return and alternate sides. Exhaling as opposite arm and leg extend out with control and breathing in to return. And just continue breathing out as you squeeze the navel towards the spine. You want your lower back, your whole back to stay in contact with the mat. So core really tight, abdominals really firing. Okay, and then just continue like this. If this is too much, you could always have the toes to the floor and extend opposite arm and leg out. That way, okay, if you need to scale it down, if you want to ramp it up, we'll extend both arms and legs out. And then breathing in to return. Okay, just keep that small and with control. If you're doing this more challenging option, so you can feel your lower back is staying pressed into the mat all the time. Exhaling as you pull your navel in towards your spine and breathing into return. And we'll just do 2 more, or evening off your sides. Okay, so our focus is really the core. The arms and legs are kind of an extra. Okay, finishing in, and then land the feet and your weights down. Just hug your legs in towards your chest. Spread out your lower back. And then we're going to be rolling through the spine. And so if you can take your weights again and bring the legs down straight. And I want you to press the legs down into the mat and reach them away, really spreading out the toes and the soles of the feet. Bring the arms to the ceiling as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, we're going to curl the chin in and roll the head, neck, and shoulders up, squeezing the navel towards the spine and come all the way up to sitting. If you can, reach the arms straight up. And then breathing out as you roll back down, curling the tailbone through your legs, drawing your navel in, and pressing the legs away. Keeping your chin in until the very end and finishing with the arms to the ceiling. Now, if you find that hard to roll through your lower back, this is when you might want to take out your towel, roll it up, and bring it underneath your lower back, right behind your navel. Okay, so feel free to try that option. And if that doesn't work, to make the roll up smoother, just curl up part way. Okay, make it smaller. Okay, breathing in, arms to the ceiling. Exhaling, curling your chin in and rolling up, squeezing your ribs in and your navel in, rolling through each vertebra. Inhale, reach up like you're taking a big yawn. Exhale, hollow out, curling your tailbone through your legs, pulling your navel towards your spine, and peeling down through your lower back, middle back, upper back. Breathing in for 2 more. Exhaling, curl your chin in, squeezing out all your air, navel towards the spine. Breathing in, reach up, lengthen your waist, and exhale, tilt the pelvis, curl the tailbone through the legs, draw the navel in, and just keeping your chin in till the very end, keeping your shoulders down. Breathing in. This next time we're going to curl up and stay up. Exhaling as we squeeze the ribs in, squeeze the navel in, peel yourself up at the top, just slowly lowering your arms. Bring the weights down, and we'll bring ourselves up to standing. And so coming up to standing, just taking your weights into your hands. And we're going to start off with the feet hip distance apart, toes pointing straight ahead, and just making sure that when you bend your knees are going in line with your second and your third toe all the time, that they're not rolling in or out. Okay, and then from here, we're going to alternate between 2 different shapes. We turn the arms out, and as you breathe in, you're reaching your arms up. Stretch your tailbone to the floor, lift the navel up, and lift the chest. Head is not dropping back. And then exhale as you come down into chair pose, bending the hands in towards your chest. In chair, lift the low belly, curl the tailbone towards the floor, keep the chest lifted and some weight towards your heels. And then again, inhale, stretch the legs, turn them out, and reach your arms up. Breathing in, lift the navel and the chest. Exhale, coming down into chair position, keeping your navel and your chest lifted. Inhale, press into the legs, arms lower, rotate and sweep up. Exhaling, bringing yourself down, navel drawn in and chest lifted. And for 2 more, inhale, lower, rotate and sweep up. Navel is in, neck is long. Exhaling, sitting down into chair, navel lifted, tailbone slightly curled. Last one, inhale, lower the arms, rotate, sweep up. Exhaling, coming down into chair pose. From here, we're going to stretch the legs and pull the elbows back. You're opening your collarbones, you're squeezing your shoulder blades together, breathing in. Exhale, bend the knees, reach the arms forward. We're back in chair pose, low belly is drawn in and tailbone is curled. Inhale, stretch the legs, pull the elbows back, open the chest. Exhale, bend the legs, reaching the arms forward, and continue. Breathing in, stretch the legs, open the chest, elbows back. Exhale, bend the legs, lower the tailbone and lift the chest. For 2 more. Inhale, rowing back. Exhale, reaching forward, sitting towards the heels. Last one. Inhale, rowing back. And exhaling, sitting towards the heels. And then stretch the legs. And we're going to put this together in a flow. So we'll turn the arms out. Breathe in as you lift the belly, lift the chest. Exhaling, coming down into your chair pose. And then from here, we'll inhale as you stretch the legs. We're going to roll back and then stretch the arms out to the side. And exhale as you lower everything down. From here, bend your knees as you breathe in. Curl the tailbone, draw the low belly in, and breathing out as you peel up 1 vertebra at a time. Your head is the last thing up. And again, breathing in, turn the arms out, sweep them up. Stretch your tailbone towards your heels as the arms lift. Exhale, sitting down into chair. Inhale, stretch the legs, row the arms back, and then stretch the arms out to the side. And exhale, lowering everything down. Inhale, bend the knees, curl your tailbone, scoop the low belly in, and breathing out as you peel up for one more time. Turn the arms out, breathing in. Sweep the arms up, belly lifting. Exhaling, sitting down into chair, sitting bones towards the heels. Inhale, stretch the legs, roll back, opening the chest. Exhaling, everything lowers. Relax the head and neck. Inhale, bend the knees, curl the tailbone, draw the low belly in. And exhale, roll up. Okay, once you're up, come into your rope position, really widening your collarbones and opening your chest. Feel the elbows pull back. So we're not pushing the chest forward. We're trying to squeeze the muscles right in between your shoulder blades. And then standing on the right foot, we're going to lift the left leg up, inhaling and exhaling as we lower and reach the arms forward. And then other side. Inhale, roll back, bring your right leg up, and exhaling, going forward. And then we'll continue. Inhaling as you roll back, and exhaling as you reach forward. And continue spreading your foot on the floor and really pulling up through your standing leg. So the muscles are hugging the bones so that can help you balance. We're going to do 4 more. Okay, hinging the leg up like you're a marionette. Okay, so we want to keep the pelvis level. Okay, we don't want to hike the hip up. Inhaling up and exhaling down. 1 more to each side. Breathing in, squeezing the muscles between the shoulder blades, and exhaling down for 1 more. Inhaling, row, and exhaling forward. From here, we're going to bring the elbows back into that row position and let the body just slightly tilt forward. Shoulders are back and navel is in. And we're doing tricep presses. Exhale, press the arms straight. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press to straight and bend. And continue. As you press your arms straight, really give the triceps a good squeeze. Exhaling, press and bend. And press and bend. And for 4 more, chest is wide open, looking a little bit ahead. Low belly is lifted for 2. And last one, finish straight. Keep the arms straight. Do little pulses up. Breathing in for 2 pulses and out for 2 pulses. And continue. Okay, pressing the weights up and back. Arms are straight. Squeeze your triceps. Keeping the chest lifted. And for 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it and relax. Come up to stand. Okay, up to standing, we're going to come into the cactus position with the arms. So they're kind of like the shape of a W, and this position has a rotation to it. We're rotating the arms back in the shoulder socket. Okay, again, keeping the navel in. We're going to inhale here, and then exhale as we step out to the side. Out to the side, we want to keep the chest lifted. And again, the tailbone to the floor, the belly in. So we're looking ahead. And then we step over to the right. Inhale, cactus position. Exhale, stepping out to the left. Inhale, stepping together. Exhale, stepping to the side, going side to side. Inhaling right. Exhale, center. Inhaling left. Exhale, center. And continue. Feel the rotation of the arms in the shoulder socket, opening the chest, okay, keeping the navel drawn in. In the center, aiming the tailbone towards the floor, keeping the navel drawn in. Now we're going to add on. We're going to inhale as we come into position. Exhale as we press the arms up, lifting the leg. Inhale, bend back to cactus. And exhale, coming down to center. Other side. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, press up and balance. Inhale, bending and landing. Exhale, down. And again, inhale, rowing back, stepping together. Exhale, press up and balance. Inhaling, bend and land. Exhale, down. And again, stepping together and pressing up. Core tight. Okay, and so just continuing like this, or you could go straight to the balance. You could push right up into it and then pressing up. Inhaling, bend. Exhaling, lower. So you decide, depending on how you're feeling in your body today, all the options are fine. We'll just do 1 more to each side. rowing back and pressing up, bending in and lower. And last one, rowing back and pressing up, bending in and lower. Okay, from here, we're going to come down a little bit lower into more of a tabletop position, but I want you to always keep your chest lifted. Okay, so we're not going to let the back drop down. So the chest is a little bit higher than the hips. The belly is drawn in here, knees pointing in line with your toes. Inhaling here. Exhale, stretch the legs, open the arms out wide, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Inhale, bend and lower the arms. Exhale, row up. Just resetting your shoulders back. Squeeze your glutes just slightly and draw your navel in. Inhale, bend the knees and lower to tabletop. Exhale, stretch and squeeze the arms wide. Inhale, bend and lower. And exhale, roll back. Navel in, just slightly squeezing the glutes. Inhale, bend and lower. Exhale, stretch and squeeze. Inhale, bend and lower. Exhale, roll back. Good, and continue. So our spine is always straight. We're squeezing the muscles in between the shoulder blades and the navel. Okay, 2 more. Inhale, bend and lower. Exhale, stretch and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, bend and lower. Exhale, roll back. Last one. Inhale, bend and lower. Exhale, stretch and squeeze. So this is really fantastic for strengthening your spine. Okay, once we're here, we're going to have the feet together. And just to have a final moment of balance here, as you exhale, we'll press the arms down and rise up onto the toes. And inhale, lower. And continue. Exhale, push and rise. And inhale, bend. Good, and just continue. Try to spread out your toes and have your weight towards the ball of your big toe. So the ankles are squeezing together. The inner thighs are squeezing together like you have a ball in between your ankles. Okay, not rolling out to the pinky toe side. Let's try for 2 more. Exhale, press and rise. Inhale, lower. This last one, press up and hold it up. Good, take a deep inhale and slowly lower down. Excellent. Okay, so if you're not already, come to the top of your mat, and we're going to make our way down to all fours. Okay, we'll turn the arms out and do our flowing motion. Inhaling as you're reaching up. Exhaling as you're bending the knees, coming into chair pose. Inhale, stretch the legs, open the arms wide. Exhaling, lowering everything down. And we're going to come down into all fours position. And so I'm going to show this where it's going to be my right leg that's moving and my left leg that's supporting. So if you want, you could put that folded up hand towel underneath your left knee. Okay, you want to have the hands right underneath your shoulders. Shoulders are drawn down and elbows are in a micro bend. We're not going to hyperextend the elbows. So the lats are engaged and the neck is long. And then from here, moving your right leg. We're exhaling, bringing your right knee to your nose, squeezing the navel in. Inhaling, lifting the knee out to the side. Let your elbows bend and letting your hips and shoulders turn so you can look over your shoulder. Exhale, stretch the leg back. And then inhale, land the toes, squaring off your body. Exhale, tuck the knee to the nose, squeeze the navel. Inhale, lift the knee out to the side, letting your elbows bend, letting your body tilt. Exhale, reaching back. Inhale, lower. And continue. Exhale, tucking knee to nose. Inhaling, lifting out to the side, looking over your shoulder. Exhale, reach the leg back and up. Inhale, lower for 2 more. Exhale, tucking your knee to your nose. Inhale, lifting out to the side. Exhale, reach it back, pull your navel in. Inhale, lower. Last one. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift out to the side. Exhale, reach it back. Inhale, lower. From here, land your right toes down. We're going to step our left foot forward into the lunge and take your weights. Come up to standing and just setting yourself up in a lunge where your front knee can bend and the knee's not going past your toes. Your hips are facing forward. All 10 toes are facing forward. The back heel is lifted and your inner thighs are squeezing in towards each other. Start off with the arms forward, and we're going to exhale as you stretch your front leg and do a bicep curl, bringing your hands right up to your shoulders. Inhale, bend the knee, arms come forward. Then we'll exhale as we stretch the leg and open the arms wide out to the side. And inhale, bring them forward. So we're going to alternate between those two moves. Exhale, bicep curl. Inhale, bend, go forward. Exhale, open the arms wide. Inhale, go forward and continue. Exhale, bicep curl. Inhale, forward. Exhale, pulling wide. And just continue. Try to feel your navel pull in towards your spine, especially on the breath out. Okay, we're going to do two more. You're trying to pull your tailbone towards the floor. Okay, so we're really lengthening out through the lower back. And one more time. Exhaling, bicep curl. Inhale, forward. Exhale, pull wide. Inhale, forward. Now from here, we're going to come forward into a long diagonal line from the crown of your head to your back foot. Arms are reaching back. Triceps are really solid. Keeping the belly in and your eyes looking ahead and slightly down. We're going to exhale as we bend everything in and out. Exhale, tucking and landing. That foot can tap to the floor and go back, or it can tuck in and hover and land and continue. And I want you to really use your back toes for a good push off. Okay, working your toe power in addition to everything else for 4 and 3 and 2. Really give your triceps a good squeeze. 1, hold it in. Come up to standing, holding your balance again with your foot hovering or your toe tapped. We're going to bring our arms forward and alternate. One arm bends and the other in a bicep curl. Okay, and just continue working your balance. One arm bends and then the other. Okay, and so we're focusing on our balance, spreading our standing foot into the floor, feeling the muscles hugging the bones, and feeling the belly drawn in. Okay, just doing one more of each. Finish with both arms forward and slowly lower the arms. Okay, land your right foot, let your left one shake out. It's done a lot. Okay, very good. So we'll just do this to the other side. And so we'll make our way to the floor first. Turn your arms out, breathing in, reach up, stretch your tailbone to the floor, draw your navel in. Exhaling, sitting down into chair. Inhale, stretch the legs, open the arms wide. Exhaling, lowering everything down. Come down into the all fours position. Oh, I'm going to turn the other way for that. And so now we're going to be having the left leg as your moving leg and the right leg as your supporting. So feel free to use that kneeling mat if you want underneath your right knee. And you want to have your hands right underneath your shoulders, shoulders down, elbows in the micro band, and breathing in to prepare. Exhaling, left knee to nose, scoop the belly. Inhale, lift the knee out to the side, let the elbows bend and let the body turn. Look over your shoulder. Exhale, reach the leg back. Inhale, tap the toes and level your body. Exhale, tuck your knee to your nose. Inhaling, lifting out to the side. Exhale, reach back, draw the navel in. And inhale, tap and lower. Exhale, squeeze the navel to the spine. Inhale, lift out to the side. Exhale, reaching back, pull the navel in. Inhaling, lower. Exhaling, tucking knee to nose. Inhaling, lifting up to the side, letting the elbows bend, keeping the shoulders down and lower for 2 more. Exhale, tuck your knee to your nose. Inhale, lift out to the side. Exhale, reach back, squeeze the navel in and lower. Last one. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach back. And then landing your left toes down, stepping your right foot forward, and then just taking your weights into your hands. Come up to standing, set up your stance. So again, you want to have your hips forward, all 10 toes pointing forward, your inner thighs are hugged in. Start off with the arms forward. Exhaling, bicep curl, stretch the front knee. Inhale, bend, reach forward. Exhale, stretch and open wide. and inhaling forward, and continue. Exhaling, pulling the hands to the shoulders, inhaling forward, exhaling, pulling wide. Okay, and continue. Okay, feel the navel pull in, and we're trying to stretch the tailbone down. So we're trying to lengthen out the lower back. Okay, everything is moving with control. We don't want to snap our front knee. We want to stretch it really with control, and we'll do 2 more. Exhale, bicep curl. Inhale forward. Exhale, stretch and pull the arms wide. Inhale forward. Last one. Exhaling, bicep curl. Reaching forward. Exhaling, pulling apart. Inhale forward. Let the body come into a long diagonal line, reaching out from the crown of your head to your back heel, looking a little bit ahead of you on the floor. The belly is in. Inhale, reach your arms back, and then we exhale and tuck and land, and tuck and land. Okay, again, tapping the toe or coming into hover. Okay, keeping the hips steady, keeping your standing leg bent, and really working your left toes, giving them a good push and land. For 4 and 3 and 2, 1, hold, come up to standing. Final moments here, if you can reach the arms forward, and bicep curl, inhaling for 1 and exhaling for 1. And continue, inhaling for 1 and exhaling for 1. Okay, your free leg can be tapped to the floor or lifted into the air, so just finding what feels best for you. And we'll do 4 more. Navel is drawn in. You're growing tall. Last 2 and 1. And slowly lower your arms, and you can shake your right foot out. Good stuff. Okay, so now we'll just make our way down to the floor. We're in our final moments here. So as you breathe in, reach your arms up, stretch your tailbone down, lift the belly. Exhaling, bending your knees, coming down into chair pose. Inhale, stretch the legs, open the arms wide. And exhaling, lower. Okay, coming down to sit. Now, sitting, if you can have your legs either extended out straight, okay, spreading out the feet, or if you want, you could have the legs more in a diamond shape, and that works well. We're going to be rocking back and forth on the pelvis, so I want you to be able to sit right up onto your sitting bones and be able to move through the hips. So if you can't, you might sit up onto a cushion. You want the cushion to be pretty big so that you can move through the pelvis with that. Okay, and so we're going to start off by pulling our arms in into our row position, and we're going to lift the belly and lift the chest. Okay, keep the neck long, it never drops back. And then exhale, squeeze the navel in and curve just part way back, squeezing out all your air. And again, breathe in, bring in fresh new air. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the heart. Exhale, squeeze out all your air, sink your belly button in. And again, breathing in. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, squeezing out all your air. Navel is in towards your spine. 1 more. Breathe in. Lift the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, squeeze out and hold. So not too far back, just small, and we'll twist. Inhaling one way, exhaling the other way. And continue, rowing your elbow back. As you're doing this, really hollow the navel in towards the spine. So you're breathing into the back of the body. Okay, the legs are stretching down and away, really anchoring your feet for 1 more of each. Come up to sitting, land the weights, stretch forward over the legs, just giving your lower back a little bit of a break. 1 more breath. And then we're going to do a second set, just slightly more challenging. So feel free to stick with this option where we're bending the arms. Otherwise, if you can, you're going to reach the arms forward and up. You're breathing in as you lift the chest, lift the heart. Open the arms and exhale. Squeeze out all your air. Draw your navel in. And again, breathing in. As you come up, lift the heart. Open and exhale. squeezing out all your air, navel towards your spine. Breathing in, lengthen up, lift the chest, open, exhaling, squeezing out all your air for one more time. Breathing in, lengthening up, lift the chest, open, exhaling, squeezing out and holding here. Again, not too far back. And then breathing in to stay. Exhaling, opening one arm and twisting the body. Inhale, center. Exhaling, opening and twisting. Inhale, center. Remember, you always have that bent arm option that you can come back to. Otherwise, straight arm opens, just small. We're moving with control. Turning the arm with the chest. Okay, navel is really drawn in. And one more of each. Exhaling, open. Inhale, return. And last one. And return. Good. Land your weights. Sit up tall and fold forward over your legs. Just take a few breaths here to let the lower back get some breath, get some space. One more breath. Good. And then peeling yourself up. We're going to go now into some deeper stretching just to wind down and take advantage of all the heat we've created in our body. So we're going to have our right leg extended out straight and the left leg bent in. So the sole of the foot is to the inner thigh. If this is hard on your knee, you could bring the leg out to the side. It's not a big deal. We're focusing on our right leg here. Okay. And then you want to spread out the sole of the foot. Press the leg just gently down into the floor. We want to pull up the kneecap so the leg muscles feel a little solid. Reach up through the waist, through the ribs, through the arms. And then hinge forward, just small, trying to keep your spine long. Land the fingertips. Breathe in as you drag your body forward. And breathe out as you fold down, letting your arms rest wherever they like. And then just staying here and stretching and breathing. Okay, let the back of the neck muscles relax. Spread out the space between the shoulder blades. And just lifting the low belly very gently. The intention is to reach the crown of the head towards the toes. Lengthening the spine. The leg is staying just a little bit engaged, a little bit of aliveness there. Taking one more slow, full, deep breath into the whole body. Breathing out, softening and relaxing. And then slowly come up. From here, we're going to cross the left leg across. So we're stretching out the glutes and the muscles on the outside of the thigh. And so if you can squeeze your knee in with your right arm, and our main focus is bringing the knee towards the right armpit. And so you can squeeze it in using your bicep. You can bring your elbow out to the side if you want a little more challenge. And your right leg can stay straight or it can bend in. If you can keep both sitting bones on the floor, then bending it in is absolutely fine. Okay, so we lengthen up through the spine and a gentle twist to the left, pressing your left hand into the mat. Breathing here. And so the arm is working to bring the knee in across towards the armpit. We want to stretch out those muscles in the outside of the hips and the glutes. But the shoulder is pressed down, the neck is long. And as you're breathing here, just imagining that the spine is a spiraling staircase, lengthening and gently winding. One more breath. Squeezing the knee in if you can, a little deeper. And relax. Okay, and other side. Left leg is out, right leg is bent in or out to the side. Okay, spread out the sole of the foot, spread out your toes, pull up through the kneecap and up through the thigh muscles. So there's a little bit of energy there. Lengthen up through your waist, your ribs, your whole body. Hinge forward, spine is long. And then land your fingertips. Drag your chest forward, lengthening your spine even more. And then stretch forward, letting your arms rest wherever they like. Good. And just relaxing down into the stretch. Okay, just relaxing the back of the neck and letting the space between the shoulder blades spread out as you gently reach the crown of the head towards the toes. Feel your breath long and deep. And one more slow, full breath. And slowly coming up. Okay, and then the twist, crossing the right leg over and squeezing that leg in with your bicep, or you can bring your elbow off to the other side in a tricep if you want more challenge. Again, the left leg can stay straight, or you can bend it in if both sitting bones are easily able to stay connected to the mat. Okay, we lengthen up through the spine, gently twisting, looking over the right shoulder. Breathing here. And so just gently bringing the right knee across to the left armpit, using your arm, but the shoulders are down. And we want a feeling of spreading out the sitting bones to let those muscles open up. We use them a lot. Okay, through the spine, lengthening, gently winding. One more breath. And relax. And then just coming into any sitting position that feels comfortable for you to be in. And we'll just take a moment just to sit in stillness. So you can have your eyes open or closed. And just feeling the breath lengthen and deepen. And as you're breathing here, you can spread out through the forehead, relaxing the eyebrows and the eyes, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the throat, and all the muscles through the neck. And just feeling the weight of the shoulders, the shoulder blades, the arms and the hands. Feel the length of the spine and letting everything relax around the spine. Relax the hips, the legs, the feet. Just really feel where you're connected down to the earth. And just sensing how the body feels right now, how the mind feels right now, and how the heart feels right now. Sensing a kind of strength that has nothing to do with muscles or force. Sensing a strength within that's about stillness and softness. And feeling our connection to the ground. May we take this strength, this stillness, this softness, and this groundedness with us into the rest of our day. And we'll just finish our practice together with a bow. You can keep your hands where they are, bring them onto your heart, bring them together at your heart, whatever you like. Lift the chest. And as you breathe out, a deep bow of respect and kindness towards yourself, towards the practice, and towards the life itself. Wishing you a wonderful rest of your day.